Tell me if you've seen that, where people believe that the man and the systems control everything, and that your
Mhm.
right to even be happy or safe or anything is dependent on the actions of others. I can't tell you how many people claim to be arguing for black liberation, and all they do is they go around begging white people to change their behavior. And I say, yeah, white people should be confronted. Ain't nobody scared of white folks up in here, but confront yourself. Confront the things you can control. Look at the man in the mirror. I always say I've never met a white man who told me that I could not read a book. You know, I've never met a white man who told me I couldn't go start a business. I never met a white man who told me I couldn't learn AI, right? So what can you control? I would say that gives you more power instead of the frustrating,
Yeah.
endless, draining amount of energy that's required to just constantly ask white people to change. I don't think people are going to change. You can't make them do that. Number three, chronic anger and resentment. How many of y'all see that a lot? Give me a yes if you see that. If you have a victim mindset, it produces long-term bitterness because the person feels wronged and they feel powerless, leading to emotional exhaustion and strained relationships. And also, by the way, studies show that people that are stressed and oppressed and controlled and don't feel like they have any power to change that, they're most likely to form depression. That's where depression can come from. It's like, I'm going through this hell. There's nothing I can do to change it. I'm stuck. So don't let yourself feel powerless. Number four, if you, and Asada's going to like this one, when you have a victim mentality, it reduces your problem solving ability. When blame becomes your default explanation, when the first thing you do is you blame in other people, the brain stops looking for solutions. This is how you're hypnotizing yourself to be stupid and powerless. Not stupid, I don't mean to say stupid, but you're hypnotizing yourself to reduce your own intelligence. So, whatever ability you had, you're killing it. So, you're participating in your own oppression, right? So literally, the brain stops looking for solutions, your creativity declines, obstacles feel larger than they actually are. So, you think that by complaining about what the oppressor is doing, that you're fighting the oppressor. No, you are participating in the oppression. You are honoring the oppressor. That's what you're doing. You're like, I'm honoring you by sitting around talking about how I can't do nothing for my family, for myself, for nobody because you won't let me do it. Don't talk like that. Number five, last point. Then, Mr. Sodom, I'm gonna let you handle this from this point on, and then Rochelle, we'll go to you. Identity fusion with pain. So if you have a victim mentality, over time, the victim role becomes part of your identity. Like you just it's like who you are. So it makes growth feel threatening. So literally, when somebody comes along and says, "Hey, brother, you can change your condition," or "Hey, sister, why don't we try this?" People get mad. Anybody ever seen that when you go to your family members and you try to propose a solution and they get mad at you?
Mhm.
Like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing. I'm trying to help. No, it's because when you have the victim mentality, that victim role becomes part of your identity. Growth feels threatening because improvement would require you letting go of a familiar narrative. So, in order for you to embrace growth, you have to stop being a victim. And then some people say, "Well, if I'm not a victim, then what am I?" Right? So this is deep, Dr. Moore. This is deep. This is like we all need to go see a therapist because I don't know about you, but my whole life, all I kept hearing was, "Oh, you're a black man, and of course you can't do nothing because you're a black boy. They gonna come get you. That massa gonna come beat you up." So, Dr. Moore, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I love that. And as you were beginning, you hit the important part that I normally argue with people. It's both and. Yes, there were a lot of things done to Black people. There are things, systems in place, but there are a lot of things that we do control.